With the imminent rise of the Sith Empire and the plan to retake Korriban, many families were pushed to have Sith children, which would come with generous rewards. A young Sith woman who got into a fixed marriage with a low-level Imperial officer had one child about to turn 1 and another boy was on the way. They were contacted by Sith acolytes who saw the children's future. They saw dark times that could benefit the Empire and that one would be strong with the Force. So, the family got a new place in the Empire's society, a new house, new jobs, and visits from the Sith Academy. The family was happy. When the children grew, they were instructed on the ways of the Sith and the family's ancient legacy. A few years passed, and the 8th birthday of the oldest boy was about to come, and he hadn't shown any affiliation with the Force. The youngest, however, showed great potential. The parents got desperate, for they had promised the Empire 2 powerful Sith with their name. To avoid shame and disgrace, the family decided to get rid of their firstborn. They took both children to the nearest spaceport and bribed an officer so that she would look the other way when the time came to commit their atrocity. They approached an automated cargo ship, and the mother hit her children in the head with a broad metallic cane. The boy fell to the floor harshly and started bleeding. Then she turned around, took her youngest, and forced him to look at his older brother. Our name is an ancient legacy that won't be tainted with disappointment and failure. Our family was once the bearer of greatness, the Kursei legacy. And your older brother does not embody our legacy. Then the father carried his son and tossed him inside an open container filled with pieces of metallic junk. Roft Dekjan, yelled the father while closing the container. He took a couple of steps back and stood still next to his wife. Then she said, "You will be the door that will let us back into the glory we deserve. You will be the greatest Sith in history. The Force has chosen you to be its master Zaish Karga." The mother released the boy, while the automated transport took off in the rain. Zaish Karga means the ruler. You will rule over the Force, and with your hunger for power and ambition, our name will be set on the stars once again. Be the inspiration your unborn brother needs you to be. Then she kissed him on the forehead and gave him the cane covered with blood. The second son stood in silence. For the next year, the mother trained his son ferociously. Even pregnant, she dueled the boy with training blades. In the meantime, the father did everything in his power to avoid the wrath of the Sith acolytes, who did not understand why the family had lost their firstborn. The boy has not spoken a single word since the murder of his brother. He got incredibly good at writing. What he lacked in vocal skills, he overcompensated for his natural talent with the written word. He could even write important documents for his father. One day, the acolytes returned. They asked the parent to prepare the boy, because that night he would start his training at the academy. This time, the family did not doubt that they were able to deliver a powerful Sith warrior to them. The mother asked them to see the future of the baby she was carrying. The servants of the dark side saw a great scheme prepared for him, a path that entangled even the farthest corners of the galaxy. Your unborn child will decide the fate of the galaxy one day. This family's destiny is now tied to his. The boy heard the conversation. He fell into tears in terror, foreseeing the suffering his unborn brother would have to endure. The next night, when the Sith arrived, and the father went to get the boy, he only found a note and the metallic cane broken, covered with blood. "I'm leaving, and no one will find me. I can't forget my brother. With me gone, I hope the Sith get rid of you and the Kursei legacy. I hate you both for killing my brother. I will look for him and bury his body away from you and the Sith. I will erase everything about you from my memory and make the dark side disappear." The boy snuck back to the spaceport and left on the first ship he could get into. The mother was taken to the Sith temple on Droman Cass. The acolytes wanted to oversee the development of the baby and make sure nothing could go wrong this time. The father fled the Empire with a death sentence on his head. The Kursei legacy got buried just like the second son said.